On today's Taste Texas.
Today is all about the cheese, brie cheese, or cheddar cheese. Okay, these are those little cheese medallions that I was telling you about. Do me a favor and you'll grab that brie cheese.
And put in the potato. Okay.
I have right at 84 goats, counting my bucks.
So pull up a chair and join us at the table. Welcome to the kitchen. I'm Amy Kushner.
And I'm Garth Blackburn.
What are we making today?
A lot of little small bites, because today is all about the cheese, one of my favorite ingredients.
Oh, you love cheese.
All right, so you got some baby red potatoes. Right now you can still find some of these that are Texas-based, especially out of Jacksonville, Texas.
Yes.
So a little bit of olive oil, some salt and pepper. We'll roast these off at 400 degrees for about 40 minutes till they get really tender. We've done these before, then we pop them open, we'll do that again.
Yeah.
But we're gonna be topping it with a couple different ingredients.
Oh, good.
So we got some of the Thompson Farms goat cheese, which is actually a brie style. We'll talk about that more in a second.
Okay.
Could not find any Texas prosciutto. This is at least American prosciutto, it's from Iowa. Key on working with it is keep it cold until you're ready to peel it apart.
Right.
If it starts to get warm at all, right, that fat starts to melt off. I think like you, I'm not a big fan of the big deposits of fat on the outside because it's kind of stringy.
Just the word deposits. Why did you say that?
Chef lingo. Anyhow, it's gonna render, to use another little chef term.
Sounds better.
When we put it onto a hot pan or a griddle. So
it disappears.
It disappears magically into the air.
All gone.
Just like all the cream from that other recipe.
That's right. I didn't taste it at all.
So we're just gonna put these down for about 2 to 3 minutes per side and see how that fat's disappearing.
Yeah.
And it's also gonna crisp up that prosciutto. So if you'll do me a favor and keep peeling and dropping.
All right.
Okay, so we're featuring all these different great Texas goat cheeses that are not the style that you're used to seeing, because so much of the time when y'all hear goat cheese, I mean, what do you picture?
A goat.
You picture, I know that's what you want as a pet. I don't think they really...
I'm gonna get me a goat.
Let that happen in your neighborhood yet. But you think about a cheese that looks kind of like feta, bright white, crumbly.
Yes,
you don't think of it as a melting cheese.
Kind of creamy.
Yeah. But there are all these other styles that usually you associate with cow's milk, and that would be like brie cheese or cheddar cheese, or the pronunciation here is going to be key, and that is Gouda.
Gruyere. Oh, Gouda.
Gouda, which is American
it's called Gouda.
Gouda.
You know Gouda cheese? It's not Gouda.
So, it's not Gouda.
It's not Gouda.
It's some good Gouda, though.
It's Gouda.
So I'm just gonna take this is gonna be for our little crostinis, and I'm gonna shape these into little medallions. You always hear about the regular goat cheese, it's called chev. It's like being like shaped in medallions and searing. This though, because it's Gouda, it will melt in the center, get crunchy on the outside. It's almost like a little cheese sandwich, it's all in and of itself, and that's gonna go on some of our little crostini. And I don't wanna waste all that delicious fat that was rendering or disappearing. So why don't you put the bread in between each of those, and that's gonna absorb some of that delicious pork fat.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's get that in there.
Meanwhile, we've got some Texas 1015 onions, again this time of year, some Texas jalapenos. Why don't you sprinkle those around in the griddle a little bit?
Okay, wait, one question. What if you don't have a griddle this big at home? We gotta help everybody
Lots
out.
of pans, and cast iron is gonna be your friend here.
Yes.
Yeah, you really don't wanna use stainless steel for this because we're not gonna put much fat into it. Cast iron skillet would be ideal.
Okay.
Or head to your nearest appliance dealer and pick up a new Wolf griddle would be my recommendation. But yeah, let's talk jalapenos. So she's gonna be putting some jalapenos down, and when you're shopping for jalapenos, a lot of times you might pick up a jalapeno that looks old, because it's got all these wrinkles and these little brown lines in it, right?
Shriveled up,
That's not old. That actually means the jalapeno has spent a lot of time in sunlight. So if you compare it, you see those two?
Yeah.
How this one has all these brown lines in it, and this one's pretty stark green. really hot, not really hot. So if you want a lot of spice, use the one that has the little lines. If you want just flavor, some sweetness, without all the crazy heat, then you can go with one without.
All right.
All right.
How's that?
That's looking pretty good.
Nice.
I'm impressed. So
Artistic.
that's what I look for when I'm cooking, is I want something that looks artistic in the pan.
Entertaining.
All right, so we're just gonna take those pieces of prosciutto and flip them over.
Okay, they're getting nice and
To
crispy.
continue to render out the fat or make it disappear. There you go.
Thank you. Okay.
And once we come back, we're gonna finish off some of these little crostini sandwiches.
Oh, it's already time for a break?
It is.
I'm having so much fun cooking. Y'all come back and join us. We'll be right back after this commercial.